What is backdoor man?
Oh, well, you know what? It wasn't what I thought it was. I'm going to give you my love. You know, I'm the backdoor man, so I'm going to give it to you from me. It's up, y'all, Drum Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, our Led Zeppelin marathon continues.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun exposing you to new music that is old as hell. This song, I actually thought it came out maybe like in the late 70s, close to 80s, because maybe just the way the music comes across. It feels more contemporary than that. This thing came out in 1969. A hell of a long time ago, which I did not realize. Yeah, this is like one of those songs that you might have heard the guitar riff, because the guitar riff has become really famous. I feel like you might have heard of it even like some car commercial or something for Burger King, you know, like something that's been licensed today or played in some movie type of thing.
Really?
You know, it's been around that long. It's so iconic. I think the song hit like #1 at the time too. So it was a big hit then. Ever since then, it's just been fan favorite for these classic rockers. That's all I know, and I'm getting all this from ChatGPT, so that's where my knowledge is coming from.
The fans will give us more info.
Exactly. This is enough. So the danger of like doing reactions where I want to come in and actually learn a little bit about the music now, because I've heard this song a lot on classic rock station, but I don't know a lot of history about the band or where they came from or anything of that nature. But man, once you start Googling, it's hard to know when to stop, and then you get too much, and then like everything's ruined, and then it's not a real reaction anymore. I mean, your reaction is always genuine because you just sit down and go like, what's next? And I got to do the research to be careful and balanced. By the way, if you want to hear some wicked wild stories, you got to check out my podcast.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
Oh, it's a whole lot of loving.
Loving.
Does the guitar riff come up with nothing? No? Really?
You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling.
But his voice, though.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, back to schooling, way down inside. Honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, want a whole lot of love. 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 You've been learning, baby, I've been learning. All that good time, baby, I've been learning. Way down inside, honey, you need I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love.
It's such a cool effect.
Wow, so interesting.
So weird. I never listened to it with headphones before, and it's wild.
I'm surrounded.
Drooling, baby, I've been drooling. All the good time, baby, I've
Oh. Man.
Wow, such a unique sound.
You know what? It's weird because even though I've heard this so many times, it feels like I'm listening to so many things for the first time. God.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, these guys were tripping on some fierce. That's was my takeaway. The headphones, right? The sound goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Like they use stereo to almost to an abuse, right? Like you're falling down drunk, like swaying back and forth. So the music goes back and forth with you. And then there's a lot of these like sounds in the background that I never heard before too, of him just like making, I don't know, like sweet love sounds or just you're high in there. And
Right.
that was a truly
Psychedelic.
psychedelic experience for someone who hasn't done drugs today. I feel like I just took a trip. That was a pretty
It
awesome
was because
trip.
sounded like a plane. What is
Whole lot of
backdoor
love.
man?
Let me, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Okay, ask.
Oh well, you know what? It wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was like I think some of you were thinking. Basically, I'm gonna give you my love. I'm the backdoor man, so I'm gonna give it to you from the ass type of
From
thing.
the back.
Yay! No, it's not that, you dirty-minded people. No, it was actually a reference, a shout out to the guy who originally wrote a song called Backdoor Man, Willie Dixon. And this song actually was inspired from him. There's actually another song out there you should check out that's, that they wrote. And eventually they actually did give him royalties and stuff like that. I don't know if it was a amicable sort of thing or not, but they did give him a shout out. And so boom, there you go. It was in reference to his
Right.
song Backdoor Man. But it does mean it refers to a person who is having an affair with someone who's already in a committed relationship. So it's a metaphorical expression for like a secretive rendezvous.
backdoor
So you're like
man.
a guy who's sneaking in the back door of your house to, boink your wife. Probably in her back door too.